Hey, what's up? Brian Carroll here with 1020 Life, PowerActMedia.com. I want to give you 5 things I wish I knew about the deadlift long time ago, 15 years ago, what have you, when I was just getting started at gym rat, the local powerhouse gym. Number 1, like I hit on with the squat, no mirror watching while you're deadlifting. You don't ever want to look at the mirror. You'll end up looking down. You'll end up being distracted. No good for any lift. Face away from the mirror. Don't look at yourself. Whatever you have to do, don't watch yourself lift. Number 2, squeeze the bar off the deck when you're deadlifting. You don't want to jerk it. There's a fine line and a very gray area between exploding enough and being patient and squeezing it off the floor. Err on the side of being explosive, but by pushing your heels through the floor, wedging under the bar, using your momentum to squeeze the bar off the floor, not jerking it recklessly. Be patient with it. Pull the slack out of the bar and drive your heels through the floor. Don't just jerk it. Number 3, don't bounce your reps. Now, for an assistance movement, for instance, sumo Romanians or a touch and go sumo deadlift for reps, high reps is a good assistance movement, but for your main movements, keep it dead stop reps. Pull your rep, put it down, reset, go down and go. Now, I'm not saying to put it down and walk away, but set it down, make it a dead stop, and then start over. The deadlift is a unique lift. It's the only one that you don't get to feel on the descent, the eccentric part of the movement. For instance, the bench, you get to feel it up, you get prepared for it coming down. The squat, the same thing on your back. You get to feel it, how heavy it is. The deadlift, you grab it and go. So by doing reps that you're bouncing, you're in a way you're not really replicating what it'll be like in the meet. You got to get tight and you got to explode with it. You're not going to know what it feels like, so I don't like having people do touch and go reps in the gym. Number 4, squeeze glutes at transition. This is something that Sean Frankel really hammered home to us a few years ago. When the bar starts to slow down as it's crossing the knees, squeeze your glutes together. It'll help you push your hips through without hitching, and then the bar will follow. Just got to be patient. You're just squeezing your glutes together as the bar's coming up your knee and across towards lockout. Just squeeze your glutes together as hard as you can. I promise you, if you're one of these people that miss the deadlift at 2 inches from lockout, you squeeze your glutes, you're going to finish that lift. I promise you that. Last one, experiment with your grip. Same thing with the squat stance, the bench grip, and the deadlift grip. You got to make it work for you. Depending on what your structure is, follow accordingly. If you're a really wide guy, you're going to start off with a wider grip. If you're a more narrow guy, you're going to start off with a narrow grip. Same with the sumo stance, same with the conventional deadlifter. Start with something straight down that feels natural to you and then adjust. Some people like it a little bit further out. Some people like it really close with a narrower stance and a wider grip. It's all about what works for you. But start somewhere in the middle and then go from there. Don't experiment all the time and jump around. Try something for a little while, see if it works. If it doesn't, then adjust. But don't just adjust for the sake of adjusting. Always optimize your training, but at the same time, experiment with one thing at a time. If it works, stay with it. If it doesn't, move on. Brian Carroll here. Thank you very much.